So what are some reasons today that parents don't talk to their kids about pornography? Well, in this video, I want to give you what I believe are the top 2 reasons parents don't have conversations about pornography with their children. So sad fact for today is that most parents have not had conversations with their kids about pornography, and children are left to navigate our digital porn-filled world on their own, and inevitably they will be exposed to this stuff. And when they are exposed, it seems like a shameful and a guilty thing. It can be very difficult for them to go to their parents and talk about something like that, especially if their parents hadn't already prompted that conversation. So I believe it's critical for us as parents to have these conversations with our kids before they get exposed, and there are certainly some resources that you can use to do that. I recently dropped a review on a book called Good Pictures, Bad Pictures. I'll put a link to that here in the description box of this video. Well, one of the things that I do in my line of work is offer workshops to parents on how to address pornography with your kids. And there are also some other nonprofit organizations that offer the same workshops. And from my experience and from what I've seen with these other organizations, it is very difficult to get parents to show up to these. So they see the word pornography and they think, I don't need to attend that. That's not going to be a problem for my kids. And I think there are a lot of reasons why they may avoid talking about it. And it certainly could be ignorance. They just have no idea that most kids are stumbling into or being shown at a friend's house pornography, and that can be something that most of our kids are going to run into. So it could be ignorance, or also could just be apathy. You just say, hey, I don't care. Maybe you think, hey, when I was young, there was pornography around, no big deal. I got to where I'm at today, so I don't need to address this with my kids. I actually don't think those are the biggest reasons. I want to tell you what I think are the top 2 reasons parents avoid talking about pornography with their kids. Reason number 1 is they believe my kids would never do that. Your kid isn't going to wake up one morning and say, I'd love to be a porn addict, and I'd love to be addicted to graphic pictures and videos and see all sorts of devious sexual acts and be using my phone and my other devices to look at all this type of content. And so you just think, well, my kid would never do that, never done something like that. As far as I know, my kid's not doing drugs or drinking or things like that. So you think, hey, my kid's a pretty good kid. They will never do that. Well, unfortunately, that's one of the biggest lies that is keeping kids really stuck in this. Their parents don't want to address it, but inevitably they stumble into it or they're shown it at a friend's house, and they can find themselves very quickly addicted. Young kids have very malleable brains. Pornography is an addiction. Certainly there's lots of research out there that shows that. Reason number 2 that I think parents don't talk about pornography with their children is that to some degree or another, pornography is a part of the parent's life. And so maybe it's currently a part of your life, you're looking at this stuff, or maybe in the past it was a part of your life. And so there's a little bit of guilt and shame for you to bring up something like that. So if that's the case for you, then pornography has not been life-giving. It has not been something that has enhanced your relationships. It's not been good for you. It's caused you perhaps to objectify people, treat them like objects. So what I would say is don't let your kids suffer because of an issue and a struggle that you've had in your life. So for example, if you were a drug addict, would you not warn your kids about drugs? If this has been an issue in your life, you may even have a more powerful stance to offer a warning to your children, given how destructive and difficult it has been in your life. So let me know what you think in the comments. If there are other reasons you think parents don't talk to their kids about pornography, certainly put that down below. I could be happy to address some other reasons as well. But those are the top 2 reasons I see. If you find this video helpful, hit the subscribe button. I'll have more videos like this coming up. This is Jason for Soulfire. Thanks for watching.